list of regards to the fellow members of the Alpha branch of the Utopia. And now, commencing video. Hello everyone, my name is the one and only Silverreploid CLE. How are you guys doing on YouTube? That's right, the Silverreploid / Ink Building coming at you live looking fresh in the flesh on the net, stream or non-stream, and welcome back everyone to another video. First things first, hope you guys are having a very blessed and safe Monday this far, and let's just jump into our only reaction that we have right here. We're getting back to it after a week's break because for last week I did a video game review. Now we're getting back to doing some more of the SCP reactions, the explanatory animation reactions if you will, and today we're looking at SCP number 066, Eric's Toy. And of course it might get a little ominous considering that we're discussing something about Eric's Toy, but yeah, let's see what's transpiring in this entity of SCP if you will. But before we get into that guys, for those who are new to the channel, thank you all very much as always for tuning in, and of course giving the channel a very excellent glimpse. Your everlasting love and support are greatly appreciated by yours truly. Please do not hesitate to like this video if you enjoyed, leave your comments down below, and please subscribe for more content with the notifications activated. Also big shout outs to members on behalf of the Utopian branch, aka the membership branch. If you also wish to become a member on behalf of the Utopian branch, please refer to the join button, review the perks, and when you join, the perks will be granted to you by yours truly. Make sure you also subscribe to SCP Explained for more of their explanatory animations. Channel is provided in the description, comments in the outro. And with that being said everyone, let's go ahead, react to this video. We shall see how it goes, and that'll be all for today's reactions. Wrong clip now.
A tangled mass of yarn and ribbons sounds more like what you'd find in the back room of a craft store or a forgotten
It kind of reminds me
closet
of
than
one
a
of those
mysterious
throwback
creature
childhood
worthy of
toys I used to play back
investigation.
then.
And yet that's exactly what SCP-066 appeared to be, or at least it did at first glance. But the SCP Foundation doesn't contain and study just anything, and there was, and still is, something incredibly strange just below the surface of SCP-066, also known as Eric's Toy. At first, Eric's Toy seemed to be completely harmless and even helpful, a knot of string that produced strange but harmless items and effects. But the Foundation soon discovered a dark side to SCP-066. While it may be referred to as a toy, this is no mere plaything. SCP-066 weighs only about 1 kilogram and appears to be a braided bunch of yarn and ribbon. Though there is no apparent musical capability within the strands of yarn and ribbon themselves, music can be produced by moving individual strands one at a time. When it was first being studied, this SCP was composed of multicolored strings and ribbons, but it has since undergone a transformation and now presents an appearance somewhat different from its initial description. The strands of yarn and ribbon can be used to play the notes of a diatonic scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, though the research has not been able to determine just how SCP-066 produces music, or any sound at all.
Strange.
SCP-066 was thought to be completely benign at first and was classified as safe, but following an incident known as Incident 066-2, its classification was adjusted to a subcategory of Euclid impetus. Euclid is a classification given to SCPs that are more difficult to contain than those classified as safe.
Really
Impetus in Latin means attack, and specifies that SCP-066 is not only Euclid class, but on the more aggressive side. While 066 is not always aggressive towards humans, the events of Incident 066-2 prove that it is highly unpredictable and should not be provoked. Like many SCPs, it proved that underestimating its capabilities can be a dangerous mistake. Before the incident, SCP-066 displayed only charming, if unusual behavior. Various researchers spent their time playing random assortment of notes using its strings, curious about what would happen, and determined to record anything this unusual ball of string had to offer. They did not yet know that the creature was capable of any hostility, and went about their work with a lighthearted, carefree spirit. After playing an improvised 6-note melody with the strands, a researcher was thrilled to find that SCP-066 was capable of shapeshifting. Its appearance changed to resemble a small calico kitten for 17 minutes. The kitten was incredibly friendly, rubbing its head against the researcher's gloved hand and purring loudly. Ironically enough, the kitten also spent time playing with a piece of string. After the 17 minutes were up, the kitten transformed back into SCP-066's original form. A few days later, another researcher played a different melody on the strands and was surprised to find that, when they stopped, the music continued on its own. The sound of an acoustic guitar kicked in, accompanied by vocals with no visible source for either sound. The SCP then played a 4-minute song with lyrics warning against the use of sharp objects without the supervision of a parent, especially scissors. After the song ended, the SCP was silent for the rest of the day. The following week, a research assistant used the strands of SCP-066 to play the opening notes of Happy Birthday, and a chocolate cupcake with a lit birthday candle appeared from within the braided strings. Against the warning of his peers, the assistant ate the cupcake.
You know, before I continue this video, I don't know if whether or not this is safe to insinuate, but this is actually a very warm-hearted type of SCP entity or anomaly, considering that it has a lot of amazing and warm, wholesome tricks up its sleeve. But I don't want to sugarcoat that because, well, chances are, like, I know one con, when it gets like provoked, that's when it shows its true colors. And like I said, not that kind of color, not those kind of colors, because, well, given that rainbow is a very cheerful blend of different colors, 7 colors, if you will, it doesn't mean that it's actually friendly, considering that it may only reveal just one con, but it might have more than just one con in general. So, yeah, it's best to not sugarcoat that at this point, until I see the full-fledged video.
Response: the SCP played the rest of Happy Birthday, and the assistant suffered no adverse effects from the cupcake. All of this fun was brought to a swift end when one scientist suggested that a portion of SCP-066's yarn body be cut off and removed so that the specimen could be tested. On April 18, 2008, the event that would become known as Incident 066-2 took place. A young man known only as D-066-4437, or D, was assigned to the task. Naturally, he was a member of the highly disposable D-class personnel. But D was grateful for the opportunity, as most experiments of a similar nature involved quite a bit more obvious risk.
Guy.
It was a simple enough job. Take a pair of scissors, snip off some yarn, and bring it back to the lab for further study. It was hardly on the level of supervising 173, or being 682's latest chew toy.
Ouch.
He entered the containment room, where SCP-066 was lying dormant and still, and approached it with scissors. He grabbed a small handful of string and started to cut.
No!
As soon as the scissors began to cut through the fabric, the SCP rolled out of his grasp. It came to a stop 1 meter away, where it started to make a high-pitched squeaking sound resembling the cry of a frightened rabbit. Unsure what to do and unprepared for this scenario, D approached the entity again. He snagged another fistful of yarn and cut, only for 066 to curl into a ball and roll away from him again, even faster this time. Once it was safely on the other side of the room and away from the scissors, it stopped moving. Only this time, it didn't squeak. Instead, for the very first time since its containment, it spoke in a deep, uncannily human voice and asked, "Are you Eric?" After recovering from his initial shock at hearing a voice come out of a massive string, D responded, "No, I'm not." This answer set something off in SCP-066, and its form began to shift and change. The string wriggled around on the floor, unbraiding and wrapping around itself into a mound. The colors, previously a rainbow of shades, shifted until every strand was a blood red.
And I mean,
much to D's horror, the transformation was not yet complete. Small bumps began to emerge from the spaces between the strands of yarn, popping out all over the bright red mass. If that wasn't terrifying enough, suddenly all together as one, they blinked open, revealing themselves to be over a dozen small eyes. Every single eye was focused at D, studying him, staring him down. SCP-066 then began to produce loud, abrupt, dissonant notes like someone banging on the keys of a piano. D had seen enough. He abandoned his task and fled the containment room. After this failed attempt to extract a sample, SCP-066's behavior and its treatment of personnel who interacted with it began to change dramatically. Before the incident, the SCP was largely dormant, only becoming active if a melody was played using its strands. Following the incident and its change of form, 066 began to move on its own. Long strands of its yarn body would move like tentacles, writhing and wriggling around at high speed.
My God!
It no longer needed human interaction in order to produce sound, or to produce any other effects. At the sight of any human, regardless of the human's behavior, the SCP would begin to react with sound and effect within 6 seconds. The first of these effects was noted by a research assistant who entered the SCP's containment facility a week after the incident with D. As she approached 066 to take notes about its current state and its new ability to move, a bee appeared out of nowhere. It stung the assistant and flew away before it could be captured. Weeks later, a team of 11 personnel were monitoring the SCP when it suddenly burst into a rendition of Beethoven's Second Symphony. It produced this music at a volume of over 140 decibels, permanently deafening 3 of the personnel and causing permanent hearing damage in the other 8. It was theorized that the SCP did this as an act of retribution for its perceived mistreatment. These personnel refused to work with SCP-066 again. When a new team was assigned to monitor the entity, everything seemed to be going well at first. It was moving around, flailing its tentacles of yarn at nothing in particular, and staring at the personnel with its many eyes, but otherwise was on its best behavior. Then, suddenly, every light in the room went dark.
Power outage.
There was a complete loss of visibility. The lights were unable to be turned on for 5 hours, and any attempt at an alternate light source, such as a flashlight, was unsuccessful. It was as if the darkness in the room swallowed any and all light right up. It was similar to the oppressive darkness within SCP-087, or the unlimited black of SCP-3001's shadow
stairs.
The personnel in the room later reported hearing the sound of loud, labored breathing just behind their shoulders, though when they searched for a source of the sound, they could find nothing. There had been no recent anomalies reported, or any additional hostile behavior. Instead, whenever it sees a new human, SCP-066 repeats the name Eric again and again in the same deep voice. Who is Eric? No one at the facility knows, or if they do, they have not reported it to any official channels. It is possible that the SCP was once owned by someone named Eric, and perhaps, given the circumstances under which SCP-066 first said the name, Eric attempted to cut the threads of the entity while it was in his care. Unfortunately, there are no official records of how SCP-066 was discovered, or why it was brought to the Foundation in the first place. Its origins remain murky and as mysterious as everything else about it. All that is known is that, whoever Eric is, SCP-066 is determined to find him. Once the SCP's class was changed from safe to Euclid, its containment procedures had to be adjusted. While it was previously kept in a simple room, it is now contained in a tungsten carbide box at its site's high-value item storage facility. Once a month, the box is inspected for damage to its interior, due to the SCP's tendency to use its appendages to wear down the walls of the box over time. If there is any damage, SCP-066 is to be moved to a new box using a robotic arm that performs this transfer in less than 3 seconds. The Foundation has attempted to place recording devices in the box with the entity in order to monitor its behavior when there are no humans present. But the SCP destroys every recording device placed inside of its containment box, and any attempts to record its behavior when it is not being observed by humans have been unsuccessful. Whatever it's doing when there is no one around, it wants to keep a secret. On the surface, SCP-066 is one of the less frightening finds contained within the walls of the SCP Foundation. It does not have claws or teeth or the ability to cause mass deaths, but it has incredible, unpredictable capabilities and seems very capable of holding a grudge. There is so much that is unknown about it, from its origins to its form to its ability to manifest matter from nothing. And there is something deeply unsettling about this SCP's unpredictable behavior and increased hostility towards being observed. We do not know what it has done, and we do not know what it will do next. All we can do is wonder. As we ponder the nature of SCP-066, it does nothing but sit, staring with unblinking eyes, waiting for Eric to come back.
The entity is very determined to find this Eric person that he keeps speak of, constantly questioning one human to the next, is he Eric? And wow, for once I've actually found some cordiality on one of the SCPs, but when it gets like provoked by a pair of scissors, that's what sets it off big time, and God forbid. So yeah guys, that right there was SCP-066, Eric's toy. A little adorable little fella, if you will, but yeah, as I said in the video, when trigger warning purposes may lead to something very, very consequential. A lot of wholesome figures despite that, but as far as being provoked, yeah, it's best to keep your pair of scissors away, especially when it comes to other toys that are easy to be cut open or torn apart, if you will. So that, guys, was my reaction to the explanatory animation of SCP-066, Eric's toy. Guys, hope you guys enjoyed reacting to this video to the fullest. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, even though it's just one so far. Well, actually one reaction, because I don't know whether or not I might bring something extra for today's uploads, but if I take a notion to, I'll definitely bring it to you guys in no time. But for now, guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. Leave you guys to it. Thank you all so much for watching once again. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, leave your comments down below, and of course, please subscribe for more with the notifications activated. Make sure you also subscribe to SCP Explained for more of their amazing and explanatory animations. Channels provided in the description, comments in the outro once again, and guys, my social media, Twitch, and my song list are also provided in the description of the video. If you also wish to commission a song made by yours truly that you can use for your content, etc., please do not hesitate to let me know via social media. We'll go from there, but I do song commissions. And with that being said, everyone, this is me, Silverreploid signing off for now. I love every single one of you guys. Stay fresh in the flesh and off the hook, and on behalf of Utopia, I will catch every single one of you in the next video. Have a blessed and safe Monday, everyone, and I will see you again soon. Well, actually, I'll see you guys tomorrow night on the next Q&A live stream, so hope to see you guys then to hang out. Much love. If you love music, and if you would like to partake in support of my channel by purchasing music, please refer to my song list down below. Hey guys, Silverreploid here. I want to thank all of you for watching this video. Please smash on the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, and please turn on the push notifications. And also, please make sure you check out my other videos or any video on display and show tons of love and support for not only me, but to those who are also involved. Have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!